And we're back, folks. All right, easy money. So, yeah, like I said, man, these folks don't get how smart I am, obviously. And I think they do. So, like, it is what it is. So, like I said, um, I just made it crystal clear. I'm moving forward all by myself with God. I'm never alone. I got God with me, got the Holy Spirit within me. I got millions of ancestors speaking through me by my side through everything I've ever been through. Look at that beautiful hair. You understand? Look at your boy. I'm the son of God. That's why I look like every bit of it, because that's what I am. Like I said, I'm a survivor. I've resurrected. Literally, I've risen. Literally, I literally resurrected. And that's what I'm saying. The world can't deny. It's impossible to deny a fact and reality. You understand? I've heard more than enough. Like I said, so the chat group is closed, and like I said, now you can no longer access it. So, like I said, I gave more than ample time, as you saw again. People need to get their priorities straight, man. I'm the prize and I'm the priority. You know what I mean? So again, I don't know what folks is talking about because I make all the decisions. I make all the decisions over here. I run everything. I'm the boss, the head honcho, and I'm in charge. I'm the authority. You understand? So go run and tell your friends that. You understand? That's clear as day what y'all been doing. You know what I mean? Thank you for the court evidence. You have to understand that being in my inbox is only conducive to me. Again, you just played yourself and walked right into it. Federal indictment. Because every email where I'm responding and explaining to you what you're making me feel and all that, it shows what you're doing. And all of that, right? Self explanatory, right? Is exactly what I need for court. Y'all want to ask me questions. How are you going to actively be doing something that doesn't make any coherent sense and then ask me a question? I mean, let's I got a better question for you. What makes you think that you can ask me a question if I'm not talking to you and if you're not a part of any of this? Can you answer that? Oh wait, you can't, because y'all don't know how to talk direct, because there's always an agenda, and because you don't seem to understand what's legal and what's illegal. It's very simple. I'm not here for any of that. I'm here to be happy and live my life stress free, carefree, worry free. And now that's what I'm going to do. No, freedom and peace and happiness is all that matters in this world, not money. And y'all don't have money. Y'all make up fake digits, bro. That's crazy, son. While we make all the real money over here. I'm the big baller. That's why I got it tatted on my back. Are you serious? Bro, I'm a baller. All I do is stay balling. Balling. Yeah, folks, it's funny. That used to be our song when we came out for basketball. When I played point guard, I was a starting point guard for Tarpon Springs High. All these folks know who I am, man. They all look up to me. I'm the boss. So see, when we bring things back to clarity, back to reality, and we quit letting these fools have an opinion, right? Everything changes. Then we have clarity and things get put in perspective. Who's who, what's what, and what's actually going on in these streets in reality. Like I said, I run the streets. Everything that I've done, everything I've tried to implement, I've been completely effective and successful in. There's there's lots of people, okay, that I've completely gone my own separate direction from. Um, my entire life. I'm known for doing that. I don't care about fake friendships and bridges with people. I don't. Hold on. Get a little bit of water in my system. Um, so yeah, I don't have time for games and antics. My life is beautiful over here, and everything is completely privatized. And that's the way it's been this entire time. Y'all give yourselves way too much credit, man. I'm not a part of any of what y'all got going on, and you're not a part of what I have going on or what I'm building. You understand? So, yeah, like I said, I don't know what the point was of all that. As usual, I don't know what the purpose was, but it was a waste of your time and mine. And like I said, I think I do know the point. I think the point is what I just described. Like, yeah, no, I'm gonna be stress free, carefree, worry free every day, doing me, living my best life. And I mean, that's the way that you win. You win with success and you win with happiness. Like I said, anyone that I deal with, talk to, I'm single, by the way, completely. Anyone that I deal with and talk to, right? Whatever I say goes. Like, what do you mean? Folks will do it without any hesitation because I'm a man. I'm the man. And that's how you're supposed to be. What do you mean? That's common sense. You understand? So, again, I don't know what folks are talking about at any given time. I don't know why anyone would take the time to get online and then project what's going on with them. Clearly, people are talking to them some way and telling them things. I've seen evidence of it. I've seen y'all's channels in the past, bro. I saw what people told you. So, because people told you reality and you couldn't deal with it, y'all got together, right? And you said, let's project. And then you literally just like, you just select someone at random, like me, who's successful, who you're in your feelings about my success and all the tons of money I've made and all the happiness I've had and purpose. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. You can't do that. No, you can't. Like, I'm sorry, you want me to explain to you something, but you're not even in a position to ask me a question? I'm okay. Like what? Like I said, learn how to communicate direct. Okay. If you're not communicating direct, right? What are you talking about? There's no other way to communicate. You have to speak direct. You see, it's because they don't want to talk direct because, like I told you, they don't have any bravery and they don't have a position. So, since they know that every word they say doesn't exist and they ask fake questions like that, I mean, do what you do. I mean, all due respect, brother. I mean, everything I've said on here is a fact. And, it is what it is. When I file my federal lawsuit, when we get in court, I mean, I won't have to explain to you anything. They're going to say it all for me and they'll explain it to you. You understand? That's the whole point, you know? I mean, for these people to think that you can do these things and then try to actually pretend that it's become some kind of topic of discussion, that's very odd, man. Are you okay? Like, genuinely? Are you all right? I mean, it seems like the conversations with y'all are always the same, right? Exactly. And you wonder why you're not happy and you wonder why you don't have any wealth and don't own anything, right? Why you can't build, right? Too busy going in the same circle. What that got to do with me? So y'all they just did a whole bunch of talking, folks, and said a whole bunch of stuff and tried to involve my name. I have nothing to do with any of it. At no point have I. I literally just tried to talk. That's them. That's how they always do things. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, I'm allowed to talk, bro. I'll talk anytime I want. Are you okay? And that's how exactly how narcissists do things and operate. Every time that you talk, the empath, and you open your mouth, they want to pretend that it's all this stuff going on and blah, blah, blah. But y'all don't act like this in reality. Because when you do and your little mask slips, right, and you let out any of that, the minute that an empath like me detects it, right, I get to G checking. And I say, oh, what? You got something to say? Oh, you feel some way? Yeah? Isn't that what happened? Yeah. Like I said, bro, let these folks do what they do, man. Over here, we build peace. This is a peaceful kingdom. This is a kingdom of God. You don't get to bring that evil demonic energy over here. We don't need that spirit. See the point? That's my point. That's why it's been bothering me. You're 100% right. It bothers me because I'm the son of God. I can feel it. I can feel your evil. I can feel your vibe, your energy. That's why I've told y'all on the phone. I said, change your energy, homie. I don't play like that, bro. Demons flee from me. So yeah, like I said, we can miss me with all these games of we're on a phone and a computer hiding, and we want to keep acting like, oh, we're up to something. Yeah, you're not doing nothing. Not worried about anybody in the world, man. I told you, phones and computers, you will never get anything done, and that shouldn't be your agenda in the first place. It just clearly shows something's not right. So I'm not going to have any affiliation or connection with anybody like that. I'm going to continue to stay to myself and do me. And that's it. I don't even have friends like that, bro. I have a lot of people that know me. I mean, I guess I kind of have some friends, but to me, none of them are real friends. Everybody's fair weather. Everybody changes their demeanor every 5 seconds. I mean, people have bad days, I understand, but it just seems like people are mostly convenient, you know. At the end of the day, I'm out here. Like I said, I'm doing what I need to do. I shouldn't be struggling. I deserve to be rich. I deserve to be even wealthier, but wealthy with money now because I already got all the equity. The minute I get the money, I have such a huge system built with the equity, and I will never show you any of it. Anybody, nobody. I don't care if I do have a girlfriend, I'm not showing her any of the stuff that I own or, what I use to be Batman, in other words, like my bat caves and stuff. I'm not showing nobody. I don't trust none of you. And I mean, you've made it clear I have plenty of investments to protect, and everything has worked out. Everything that I created and built for myself and arranged all these years, that's why I built it, because I'm building an empire as Batman. That was crazy. That was something. Hell, wasn't it? Probably somebody doing something. I just heard something go in the water. Could have been anything. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna keep doing us. We're gonna keep on winning. Um, Other than that, I don't really know what to tell you, man. I mean, I can feel my energy shift and change immediately. Immediately. I mean, I feel so much more at peace already. You know what I mean? And it's just clear what y'all are trying to do. Yeah, like I said, I protect my peace at all costs. My peace is everything. Real talk. Everything else means nothing. You know what I mean? Peace and freedom is everything. Everything. That's what they teach us. Protect your peace. I'm going to talk freely. I'm going to do what I want. Care less who feels what way about it. I'm following the rules. I got a beautiful life. I got everything going for me. Like I said, I'm waiting on y'all. Other than that, a whole bunch of money's been promised to me for some odd reason. Okay, then deliver because you owe me. I mean, you literally owe me. I mean, it's verbal agreement. They're going to say the same thing in court, right? And I'm owed tons of money from y'all for everything that I've been put through. And that's a lot. So again, why did you act like you were winning this entire time? You're very confusing. It's not me who's a walking contradiction, honey. It's you all. Why would you act like you're winning this whole time when you're giving me court evidence? Do you know how to think? This is going to be awesome when we get to court, bro. These people have been going around the internet with no logic, and they can't get a grip, and they don't think forward. They think backwards. And they thought that was smart. Okay. They thought that was conducive. They thought trying to argue reality down would mean anything to me or anyone or change anything. Instead of going and getting a job like everyone else and making a hard earned living, like what I'm doing right now, what I do every day. You see me getting tons of views, thousands of views over and over. Like I said, they're not paying me right. They're not accruing the totals right. They're already were underpaying me. I mean, all this is going to be brought up too. That's a separate federal lawsuit, and they're kind of connected. So that's my point. I understand what you want from me, but I want to be at peace, man. Everything is a okay in my life. Honestly, everything is beautiful, man, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're gonna have to just sit there and put up with it. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, why do you think I had to be Batman? I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice but to take care of myself and protect myself. And I stood up and I did it all the right way, and I was smart about it. You know what I mean? And this has worked a million percent. You know, like I said, all the things that you've expressed and said, I mean, that's what I deserve. That's what I earned, and that's what I'm owed. I will never deal or talk to anyone again. As I stated already to you, we'll never speak again. I will never talk to anyone again who isn't fair about anything, especially something of this magnitude. I mean, I've done everything you asked. I went all the way up to Minneapolis for you. I mean, I put everything on the line for you. And I mean, for you to have done absolutely nothing. I mean, in the course of all this time, you've sent $3 and talked a lot and never been there, for real when I needed you. I mean, you've acted like it. I mean, if things are happening, I mean, you're allowing them. I mean, it don't make sense. If somebody says, "Hey, listen, I don't want to hear about it," right? Why would you keep on doing exactly what I said not to do and then think that we're going to continue this conversation? I'm over here living my life by myself. I'm good by myself. I don't need nobody. Seriously. Okay, this is some internet stuff. I don't have anything to do with the internet. I'm a street dude. I'm out here. So again, I don't know what they're talking about. I could care less. And now they can all continue to sit there and watch me succeed. And that's it. That's the way the cookie crumbles, and that's my story. You understand? Like I said, I thought it was hilarious, the whole thing with Charles Wofford. I think that's hilarious. I think all of it's hilarious. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, all of them. They were never on the rise. They were never rich. These are just people who are manipulated. They're pawn puppets within the system. They're all poor. Freemasons will never be allowed ownership. They will never be rich. You can't own anything if you don't own your soul first. Remember that. Okay. So what that means is Batman has no jurisdiction. I operate above the feds. I will factually explain this to you. I have nothing to prove because I prove it every day on camera. What do you mean? I don't have anything to prove. Everything is proven already. I can't say I can prove it because it's already been proven. I'm willing to prove anything every day. I prove myself every day. I'm a little sore in this arm. Look at that. You serious? I'm a little sore though from all the lifts. The lifts will do it. You know, what's crazy is I don't feel it in the right arm today, which is where I was getting it, which is good. I'm getting stronger. I mean, I'm getting super strong. I'm getting super resilient. And that's the thing. You'll never find, you could go to any gym across this country. You won't find anybody that's anywhere near my strength level now. I'm the strongest man in the world. I promise you. When I do have money again and I go to the gym, I'm going to put on a demonstration. Like, it's going to be like I'm putting on a clinic. I'm going to put on a demonstration for y'all. I'm going to show y'all in that gym in 5 seconds, any gym I go to. And I won't tell you which one it is or what city or state I'm even in. I'm going to show you a demonstration. You are going to be like, whoa. I mean, I'll be able to do probably the whole rack on everything, which I already was doing, but I mean, on another level. I mean, you're talking about the kind of strength that I've built now is, I mean, this builds muscle down to the bone. I mean, this is a whole different kind of strength, you know. And that's the thing. I can literally do this stuff in the gym too, but the gym is not really made for that. You know, like you need to be out there on the dip bars to do the lifts. You could do it in a gym. I've done it before, but it's not the same. And I just don't like it, you know, because that thing is in the way, whatever the machine is. And I almost feel like that's worse. I almost feel like it's better if there's nothing there. So you can at least try to catch yourself, you know, because I mean, you know what it is when you're up there in the air holding yourself, anything can happen, you know. So I don't think that's something I would want to do at the gym. I would like alternate and go to the parks and do those exercises like I do now. And then I'd go to the gym and show you the other stuff. Like I can do everything. I can do squats, cleans, you know what, lifts. I can do all that stuff. You understand? And like I can push myself too if I want. And like y'all be like, man, he's not joking. He's really strong all around. And the thing is, you don't have to maintain that. That's not a kind of strength that you maintain. This is what people don't understand. You train like me, and then it translates to all that. Calisthenics works your legs. I work my legs with all the martial arts, the running, the walking. You think my legs are strong as hell. You understand? And then I do leg exercises out there sometimes too. So it maintains itself. And then you go into that, and you walk into that, and outdo people who've been going to the gym doing that stuff all the time, and they'll be like, how is he doing that? Like, he hasn't even trained for that, right? Because you're not training properly. Imagine wasting every day and wasting all your time. And then a guy comes in and outdoes you who hasn't even done squats or any of that stuff for years. And it's so much better for you because squats are not good for you. They're really not good for you. Okay. A lot of those lifts are not really good for you. They're okay in moderation. You don't overdo them. No, you don't. No, you don't. You know, and this is part of the problem. This is why, like, everybody that I ever went to high school with, they went through something physical and then the whole season was over for them. And they didn't, like, none of them were able to continue to sustain as an athlete and have a future as an athlete. And I just learned, because I went through crazy physical stuff in high school, and I learned that I was tougher than everybody. I learned that I refused to stop where all these other people did stop. I'm telling you the truth. I mean, I could name names, but I'm all right. You know, there was athletes down here that were some of the best, and same thing. They'd go through one physical thing, season over. That's the difference between a failure and a champion. Literally, you can put on the best performance, you could be the best or whatever, but you go through one thing physically, which is bound to happen. And if you don't know how to bounce back, and physical things you can't control, I mean, it could be something really bad. It just happens when you're out there, when you're really going hard. It's not a controlled environment. So whatever happens, happens. I mean, that's not in our power and control. That's why we put it in God's hands. That's the difference between me and all of you. You want everything to be a controlled environment and have a harness and a steadfast on, and it doesn't work that way. You can't protect yourself from life. You can't be afraid to live life and afraid to do things, or you'll never be the best. Because the best don't care. The best, like me, are willing to go through whatever and try our best to bounce back. And if we can't, we can't, but we're going to try. And that's the thing. I don't believe in the word can't. I literally don't. I've come back from crazy things, man. That thing that happened on the skateboard, it was bad. I healed. Well, it took me, I think, a couple of months. I bounced back right away. People have seen me, another armadillo or something. People have seen me. Ow, that hurt. It's a rock. Yeah, people have seen me bounce back from all sorts of stuff physically. Like I said, I truly believe that I regenerate. I regenerate because I'm Batman. Like literally, actual regeneration is part of what God spoke to me and said He was going to show the world that regeneration is possible. It's obvious with me because, I mean, how else am I talking to you with what happened and I described it on this channel? People really have to listen to my story, then you might learn something. There's nothing ever fake about me. My story is real. You know, that's the thing. I don't really have friends. I don't really talk to too many people. I try to be nice to everybody, but I'm in my own lane, man. I'm here on a journey with God, and all I do is focus on God and what I'm doing, and I do the best of my ability and the best job I can do, and that's all I believe that God asks of us. But I really am a believer, and I really am a man of God, and that's where I stay. Like I said, I mean, if you watch me a little, you see me go through all sorts of things. You see me overcome. It's all through God. So that's the thing. My deal is, I mean, whatever I ask, it needs to be done immediately. Whatever I say, I mean, it is what it is. And like I said, I mean, I would never have anyone coming around me that has an affiliation with anyone on the internet. So, I mean, like I said, I mean, there's not even a chance. I mean, you'd have to completely make it clear, like that's my thing. Like, if it was real, that's all good. But I have to feel good about everything. And if I don't, I'm walking away. So, your job is to, if you're claiming what you're claiming, they said, that's that bat or bird again. It just flew right in front of me again. That's how smart it is. If you, and see, that could be a sign. It just flew right in front of me as soon as I said that. Think about that, bro. That's God, bro. Maybe it is real. I don't know. I mean, God literally told me, like, what I'm saying is this. I'm just trying to understand things and I don't. I have no idea what's going on. I'm confused. It's not my fault. And I'm not going to sit here and feel guilty for doing the best I can. I've tried everything to talk to this person. I've tried everything. I've been nothing but nice. I mean, like I said, you're allowing way too much on here to go on. You're not coming on the show and clarifying, which protects me and helps me. I mean, it is what it is. It's not right, and there's nothing to talk about. So I'm moving forward, and I have no choice. And that's my deal. I don't deal with folks that don't give me a choice in things. Like I always have a free choice, just like I have free will, and I'll talk when I want. So, like I said, if what you were saying is real, like I said, they said 3 weeks. That's what they said, which is way too long concerning everything that's happening, and that I'm coming to a point where, because I'm not getting any support from y'all are doing nothing for me. I mean, there's no way I can sustain. There's no way. I mean, literally. I mean, it's to the point I'm going to have to change up my whole movement, everything. Like, I mean, everything is completely affected. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no idea, and I've made it with God this entire time. I have faith. I believe that God will do it, but this has been going on too long, man. It truly has. Like, I never lose hope, and I won't, and I'll try my best, but I'm just telling you, it literally is not. It's not possible, man. I want to cry right now. It's not possible. It's not possible without help. It's not possible without people that care about me. It's not possible without a budget. I've put everything I have into this. I've worked hard every single day. I mean, you haven't even seen me bat an eyelash. And for folks to have me in this position still, when you've had so much time to get it together and just send some money, I'm talking 50 bucks. There's no way that you can convince me that that's not possible. It's not about people's preference. There's no excuse. And that's all I'm tired of hearing. There's never an excuse, bro. Like, no, especially if someone's claiming, "Oh, I'm with them," or that's whatever. Like, if somebody's claiming they're my girlfriend, are you serious? That means I'm your responsibility. Do you understand that? So, $3 in the course of all this time, with what everything you see me doing. I work hard every day. I do everything any woman would want. I'm a real man. And like I said, so-called women, their priorities are completely misconstrued. They're backwards. That's why I don't exist for them. I don't care what they have to say. I don't listen. If you listen to women, bro, you will never make it nowhere. Real talk. All the ones who listen to women, they in jail and prison or worse right now. I'm telling you the truth. That's exactly why. That system funnels them in. That system does what it does to men every day. And if you allow it and tolerate it, what you tolerate will continue. And I don't. And that's really y'all's issue with me because I don't put up with the games. I tell you what it is. I stand up for myself against. I stand up for myself with whoever. I don't care who it is. And that's what everybody should do. Is it easy to stand up for yourself? No, but that's the strength. See, what I go through and what you see with me is not weakness; it's strength. And that's why I'm trying to teach people. You understand? Stop allowing people to judge you or tell you who you are. Find out who you are yourself. I know who I am. Nobody can ever shake my confidence or tell me anything because I know who I am. I know as I'm walking right now, I know that I'm literally invincible and immortal. There's nothing this world can do or throw at me that I can't handle. Literally. I mean, nothing. I'm not your average human being. Okay. And then what's crazier, what did Mr. Walford do again? He said he tried to pull a fast one and copy me again and say, I'm a Kentucky country boy. How are you repping Kentucky knowing the corruption that's there and how weak everyone in Kentucky is? The folks in Kentucky were super weak. There's a lack of knowledge there. I was in the shelter there. It was a complete joke. There was nobody there who was tough. Let's get real. No, there wasn't. As a matter of fact, they were nice people. I have nothing but positive things to say about them. I actually loved it. I thought that most of the people were cool. There was a couple of dudes kind of talking, running their mouth. I ignored them. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like they were saying stuff about Texas when they told them I was from Texas. I mean, you'd have dudes sitting there trying to start stuff over the mats and stuff and where we're placing the mats or where I'm trying to rest or, they say weird stuff. I mean, that's what people like that do. Like, oh, you got your bags right here. Like, yeah, where they need to be. And they have no idea who they're talking to. They were talking to Batman. They're talking to a dude who's not even in your position. I was literally just in Kentucky and I had to figure out how to get back and I did. They have no idea who they're talking to. So it's like, I'm a grown man that's actually got life experience. I own a ton of wealth and I've done everything. And you're talking to me like you're going to tell me something. So, I mean, folks are funny. That's the thing. I don't sweat that stuff. I mean, you can ask anywhere I've been, any shelter, any environment. You can ask, I mean, how I really am. For the most part, people like me. People love me. I mean, when it comes whatever, I don't back down. So I mean, ask about me, bro. My name is Notorious, man. People know me all over the place, bro. So just everything y'all talk about, it's pointless to me. It's pointless and it's a waste of time. So now we get to control the conversation again, finally. And like I said, you don't get that the whole time you did all this and these antics and you kept really yapping, you've created content. You've helped me. That's all y'all will ever do. I keep telling you this. With enemies like this, who needs friends? These folks will do nothing but help me. Like, are we serious right now, bro? Come on, bro. Like I said, look at me and look at you. I'm not showing off. I'm not being cocky or nothing, but just look at me and look at you. I mean, y'all would do anything to be built like this, bro. Seriously. And like I said, you want to talk about so-called women. I mean, where are they? Clearly, they have their priorities misconstrued, right? Hold on. And that's a fact. See, they want to, people like that want to talk and they want to change everything and change up reality. Oh no, it's not anything with me. It's not anything concerning me. It's them. It's the so-called women. They're too busy taking selfies and trying to make online money doing what we all know they do, which should be illegal. And instead of finding a real man or having a real relationship or building and finding someone to actually build with, you know, I mean, they're dropping the ball just like this one did. So, I mean, like I said, you've just proven more that everything I say is true. And you had no right to, I mean, you have no right to speak on me. Nobody can speak on me. I'm not the individual people can say my name or say anything about. That's reality. And it'll never change. So these people all know reality. They know reality, bro. They know what it is. So I'm going to keep talking freely. I mean, you can see how these people act and behave. I'm gonna continue to point it out and expose it publicly. And like I said, if what you're saying was true, again, what do we have to talk about then? I mean, if I'm offering to talk and you don't take the opportunity, and I mean it's been over 24 hours and somebody couldn't just click a button and come to a chat. I mean, you can see what that person is trying to do, what their intention is. It's just like when we're talking on the phone for a minute and you keep hanging up the phone and then say, "Oh, I'm not that person. I would never do," but you just did it. You didn't do it once, you did it like 5 times. Whoever you are, you like to play games and I'm not the one. I don't got time for that. And like who I am. You know I'm not the one because you did your research, right? See what I'm saying? So that's my point. These people are trying to talk to me like I'm someone I'm not. Like, nah, whatever I say, people do. And that's it. And I'm gonna be completely in charge. I'm not trying to act no way with people online. I have nothing to do with you. I mean, do what you do. I mean, I could care less. It has nothing to do with me. It won't affect me. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Like, I never allowed anything. People were being disingenuous and they keep saying things that aren't there and don't exist. And I'm tired of hearing it. Like, no, these folks had an agenda. I mean, even Groovy Jimmy told you it's not going to work. Yeah. He admitted to collusion across state lines. He's part of a conspiracy and they wanted to stop my money. He said it plain as day. So, I mean, why would I keep letting people giving them an opportunity when you've had 8 million opportunities to simply talk to me so we can get on the same page so that I know you're on my team and on my side? You understand? I mean, when you can't do that, I give up. There's only one thing I ask of anyone that I'm going to be in a relationship or deal with at all. Don't ever bring up YouTube to me at all. At all. Any of these folks on here, if you ever say a name of one of them, I'm walking away. I will never, ever have that be a part of my life or anything concerning me. And that's my position, and it's been day one, and I've been extremely serious about it. Oh, it's serious as it gets. That's not a hard rule to follow. There's no way you can make a mistake. These people have sent enough people into my beautiful life to try to stop me from succeeding, to try to throw me off my game, and all of them lost and failed. I'm not going to keep playing this game with y'all. You're going to go ahead and go on about your business. You feel me? And most of them are what? So-called women. They're puppets. That's the thing. You've got so many men that are in fake relationships, fake marriages. I feel sorry for y'all. Y'all don't even understand that they're the enemy. All of them. Well, pretty much all the so-called women are the enemy. They all are the enemy or they turn into the enemy. And everything I'm saying is true. If any of you feel any way about it, tell me when I'm wrong then. Because like I said, you're going to end up being the enemy just because I'm speaking my mind and saying the truth about you. That's all y'all are known for. You're betrayal artists. You don't know how to have loyalty, much less to a man. This is why I talk the way I talk, because it's so relevant and so important. It'll teach the masses and teach people and teach guys the reality that you're facing. And that's what I want to do, is help people so that they don't go through all the hell I've been through. I've had other people try to warn me and tell me. Sometimes I listened, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I wanted to argue, but in a lot of ways they were right. I'm gonna say something else. I'm gonna go as far as to tell you the truth. Steez, Lee Owens, Network TV, he gave me that advice. When we talked and we were cool at one point. Like, we were actually going to be friends, and then he just fell out because I said the truth about 52 Blocks Info, which is weird because that's another man, but okay. But Steez told me, he said, you don't want to end up being, like 40, 50 years old like me, and in my position. He told me that. A lot of y'all probably didn't know that. He actually told me that. We had some conversations. He's a real cool guy, man. I miss him. I had nothing but love for him, and try not to cry, but I really liked Steve. I thought Styles was a cool dude. He just towards the end there kind of went down a dark path, and I guess he thought it was funny, but he was a fan. He was a fan of me, but it still is hard. It's hard for me, I mean, I couldn't even go to sleep without listening to him talk. I mean, for years. I mean, so people don't even know. Like it's pretty deep with me. I liked Steve's, man. I thought he was cool. So it's hard, but that's my whole thing. I mean, this same person on here, they didn't even acknowledge when I tried to tell them about that and have a talk. I mean, it's just I want to talk and express myself and have an emotional, real conversation. I'm a human being, so it's like somebody like that. I don't have time. I just don't, but Steve's told me that and I'll never forget it and I'll listen. He gave me the right advice. He said, you don't want to be my age. And, you know, he told me when I was really going through it. And I did listen, even though at the time I might have felt what I felt and tried to explain, but I listened to what he said and I took the advice and it helped me, genuinely, I made my own decision, my own conscious decision, but I ended up figuring it out and he was right. So he repetitively tried to warn people and tell people stuff like this. So I'd rather carry the message. That it's very true. I mean, don't let so-called women drag you down because they're famous for it, and it's really what they do. They really don't serve any other function. People can say what they want. They're always in their feelings. Um, all they're about generally is, like I said, having an issue with what's being said, but what's being said is the truth. They're more quick to trip than they are to listen. Like I said, you listen to women, you ain't never going to be successful. You'll never gain anything in this world. You will never make it nowhere. And you will have them right by your side and they will act like they're down with you. And the entire time they will be behind your back, plotting, doing nonsense. I'm just telling you the truth. They've shown it to me every single time. And it's all for no reason and uncalled for. And I'm a catch. Like I'm the top dog. So that's why it's really odd because it's like, so there's no way that you're happy there. It doesn't matter who the person is. It could be Brad Pitt, whoever. I mean, I'm better than Brad Pitt. I look better. I'm built better. Seriously, it doesn't matter who it is. When it comes to so-called women, they make no coherent sense, and it's like they were literally put here to be against us and to stop us. That's the actual truth that needs to be said, and that's why I literally have every intention of making a career, exposing the truth, and saying the truth about so-called women. Mhm. Remember when y'all pulled your little act and your nonsense with your jelly, like I told him right in front of him, right? Right. That's what one of the guys, one of the fake people there that worked there, right, who was a struggling person like all of them, right? When I was making tons of money the whole time, doing well, and sold a 50-acre property for 100,000, walked right in there and ate right in front of them, and they weren't happy about it. Yeah, y'all all talk. You called them, so y'all all know each other. Good. Be jelly. I won. And he said, "Oh, you talk about what you say and tried to change it and say that I say things that I never did. Like, how are you going to talk to me in front of me and say something that's so far from reality and not true and think we're going to be cool or think that's okay?" I will never forget. I know exactly who he is too. I will never forget what he said to me. And that's the thing people don't get. Like, I never forget. I don't hold on to stuff, but I don't forget and I let nothing go. You understand? And I remember exactly which person he is and who he is. So that's the thing. What happens usually is like years go by, and then I get an opportunity to tell him reality and put him in his place verbally. And I do. You understand? And correct him and say, oh, okay, well, now I make a career saying the truth about them, right? And I make money and I get paid. And I'm going to become more successful than ever doing exactly that. So why would you talk to me in a condescending tone as if what I do for a career is wrong? But I'm empowering men and women and I'm helping people and I'm teaching people the truth about how life works and how people are. There's nothing about me that's ever not righteous, but you are completely unrighteous. And how dare you? That's reality. You understand? And the fact is, like I said, people like that, they don't come from my environment. That's why they know they can get away with it, right? Because you're in Austin in the little yuppie fake snob environment where y'all all are struggling and have no money. All the students are struggling, everybody's struggling. You feel me? You know what I mean? There's different environments. I mean, I've been in the hood, the ghetto. I mean, it depends. No matter what, it's situational. It depends where you're at. Like, there was someone today said something crazy, one of these dudes from down here, and I stopped and I said something to both of them. There was another guy tried to look at me like, don't give me a look like that ever. Like, I don't put up with nothing down here or elsewhere, bro. But y'all know about me. I don't care where I'm at. Like, you got to talk to me, right? You can't just start saying whatever you want. It doesn't work that way, So it is what it is. And homeboy put his head down like all of them and kept moving. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. That was two of them. So I told you, I stay G checking, man. I don't care where we at, bro. I'm gonna stand up for Americans and for myself. That's how I made a name down here. I ain't from here. You know what I mean? Well, we do not play with these folks. We don't. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not the only one. You act like I'm the only one. Like, shit, bro, there's a lot of us. This is our country. Let's get real. There's a whole lot of me. Yeah, that's the thing people don't get to. Like, they like down here, they want to act like they have numbers. Like, bro, I can literally go recruit a whole bunch of folks like me, and we can come down here. I'm being real. That can happen anytime too. And I can go get dudes from the culture in the hood, and they'll roll with me too. Feel me? I mean, they already feel the way they feel. That's what folks don't get. I don't care who you are. My deal is I stand up to everybody. Feel me? And I always do by myself, but I'm just saying, like, it's been a repetitive theme of, oh, we have numbers. Okay. And I can get numbers too, easily. Numbers of real people, though, like real goons and gangsters who really don't care and about standing up for what's right. Completely, though. So that's the thing. Like, when y'all be talking about these different people, it's like dealing with like biker gangs. Like, biker gangs are nothing. They're nobody. They don't get, like, I roll a lot deeper than you, a lot deeper. I got people all over the place. I just don't ever run to anybody for my problems. That's why people respect me. Yeah, people have seen me go through everything, and they see, man, he always comes out on top. He always has an answer, not an answer for everything verbally, but he always figures it out, and he stands up for himself. And people learn to respect that. Even the people who are doing what they doing in their illegal activity or paying attention to me too much or too focused on me, and I don't put up with that. Even then, they look up to me. I'm an inspiration to everybody. So hold up. So yeah, like I said, I mean, tell me that now. Hold up. Tell me that now, where I've been getting paid off this for years now. I make a living off this, right? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I've done stock trading right in front of you. I made a living doing a whole bunch of different stuff. I'm an entrepreneur. That's what people don't get. Like I said, I mean, my plan at this point, honestly, is probably to go back to Austin at some point and just go at a street level and just start putting stuff together because I'm smart enough. I'm totally strong enough, but it's hard because you have to deal with all the people in the way. And people really be trying to act like they're tough. I'm just going to keep it real with you. In the street, in them shelters especially, they try to act like they're tough, bro. And it's like, you gotta understand, it's not being afraid, it's being smart. And I'm trying to avoid all that. What is this, bro? More spiders and stuff? Golly, ridiculous. But yeah, I'm trying to avoid all that. I don't ever want to get in no trouble. I'm a grown man, bro. I'm 36 years old, man. That's why I'm saying, like, I own my own league. Like I said, everything is done on my terms. So all these people, they're just making noise. They're pretty much making noise on the way out, meaning they're failing. They're making a bunch of noise. That's what narcs do. They're like seagulls. Mine, 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 mine. They make a bunch of noise while they're losing. Let them keep making noise while they fail. That's what they all do, epically. You're not winning. You're failing, and you're failing epically. Which y'all have a bad habit of doing, honestly, failing. So let them do what they do. Me, I'm gonna keep on building businesses, keep on succeeding, keep on being the boss Don. I don't know what to tell you, man. I've been succeeding for a long time. I may have spent a lot of money, and you all ain't seen a millionth of it. Oh, and this time, if I get money, like everything God promises me, oh yeah, I'm gonna flaunt my money. I might keep it a secret for a minute, like you said. I'm gonna listen to God, but at some point, I'm gonna flaunt my money. I about had enough. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be responsible with it, but I'm gonna flaunt it. You know? So I don't know, but yeah, like I said, if what they were saying is true, that's what they said. I don't know. I have proof of it. I mean, that's a big claim to be making. I mean, they said 3 weeks. How that's possible with the conversations we were supposedly having? I mean, you're saying it wasn't you. I mean, that's too much confusion. I'm all right. That's all I'm saying. Like, you want me to sit here and be a part of something that I'm all right, man. I'm going to be stress free and carefree. Like I said, there's nothing to talk about. I mean, if that's the case, then I mean, you know what to do. I mean, come rescue me, right? And pay me, and that's it. Because I mean, she's talking about millions of dollars here. I mean, we're talking millions. I mean, okay, well, then it shouldn't be hard. I mean, you need me to do everything anyway. We already know that, right? I mean, no, I've said how I feel genuinely. That never changes. I mean, I do love you more than anything, and it'll never change. But I just don't know who you is. That's the point, and that's not fair, right? So you need to make it fair. So, like I said, 3 weeks. If I don't hear anything in 3 weeks, like I don't receive some money in the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, I'm going to go ahead and, I'm already moving forward because I don't have a choice because you don't want to talk. I mean, you're acting like you do, but you're not. So it is what it is. If 3 weeks go by and I'm not receiving a lump sum of money or a whole bunch of money, and I'm going to do one more lap, a Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, whatever. If I don't get some financial help, like I've been promised from everyone, and I don't get what I need, like yeah, I'm going to be losing it. I'm going to do whatever I need to do because I have to. I'm out here trying to survive, bro. The whole point of this was at some point I was supposed to receive a settlement, some money. Like these people have literally not given me anything, any of the money I earned to deserve. Like, how do you expect someone to make a living, bro? I'm not, of course, I'm not going to stay here and keep doing this, bro. I can go to Austin and literally like be out there homeless and I can build everything. I've done it several times and everyone knows it. Literally, it's just I don't want to be in that position. I don't deserve that. And that's my point. Like, nah, I've been let down too many times, man. I'm done being let down by other people. I mean, I can struggle all by myself because it's not like I'm starting over. Hold on. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, these folks don't even comprehend. I could go anywhere. I don't want to be back in that environment. Y'all don't get the environments that I made it out of are not a joke. They're not a game. There's been environments that I would do anything almost to get out. I mean, I've been in real survival situations. The environment in Dallas, it's horrible, dude. It's bad. It's all right for me generally because I'm a good dude and I know how to talk to people and I'm blessed, but I don't want to do that again, man. I genuinely don't, bro. It's not right because anything can happen. In Dallas, man, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how tough. And I'm tired, bro. I'm 36. I'm tired. You get tired, man. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of all of it. Like, I don't deserve that, man. I don't. Like, yeah, I can do it. I can always step up, but that's the thing. That's the difference between anything can happen. Anything. I don't deserve that, man. I've seen crazy stuff happen, bro. I've seen crazy stuff happen in Austin and literally have to watch dudes go through it and just look at them like, man, it's not right, bro. You know? And that's the thing. I don't want to have, if I can avoid it at all costs, that's what y'all don't get. That's why when y'all like, oh, this and that, that's cool. I'd rather struggle and do what I'm doing and build something with nothing or little resources and build with God than put myself in that position and end up being the 36-year-old man, like some of them probably were when I was younger, the older man that is going through hell because I'm ambitious and I want to build something and I'm willing to go through anything to get there. I mean, they can't even those shelters. They can't even clean those places. They can't clean them. They're not sanitary at all. I mean, I've had major issues twice from it. Okay, and I kept working the whole time. I mean, what I went through, you can't even comprehend. That's what people don't get. Like, I'm not just strong. I mean, I'm superhuman strong. I'm so strong, it doesn't matter what I'm going through physically, I'll keep going. That's how I was built. So all them experiences in Austin and everything, it built me. I needed them. It was God at work, in my opinion. All the hard, impossible stuff, I kept pushing. I'm strong as hell. People just don't get it. I've always been a superhero. Always. It's not new. I've had people walk up to me out there and say, "That's what we are, man. We're the X-Men." Some people have an understanding, like, or awoken somewhat, and they would tell me that. I'm like, yeah, that's true. Like, they can see it in me already. They're like, that's exactly what we are, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. I'm not the only one of my kind. I'm not. There really is other ones. They're just, not exactly me. I believe you have actual superheroes walking around. Just people don't recognize it or acknowledge it, and a lot of them are unaware of it, or they keep living a lifestyle of this basic 9 to 5 work, and that's the whole point. Like, this isn't just a career. I'm a superhero. I always have been. I always knew I was forever. So it's like, it's just different. Y'all are worried about money. I mean, I don't serve money. I serve God. So I'm gonna be a superhero whether I'm getting paid, whether I'm making anything or whatever, because that's what I am. And that's the thing. Like, it changes life, right? It's life changing. It changes everything. It changes your priorities. It changes your perspective. Changes your view and outlook on everything. I mean, I would never feel that I have to impress a woman because, well, I'm Batman. I'm the real Batman. I don't would never say it to impress someone because the real one wouldn't care. They're just going to tell you. Like, I just tell someone straight up, like, no, you don't understand. Like, if you talk to a so-called woman, like I said, they're so, out of touch with reality. If I said I'm Batman, they're going to laugh more times than not. They're going to be like, you're just kidding, right? Or no, like, you're not understanding. Like, I really am Batman. Like this is what I do. And I'm sure it would probably trip someone out. And they might think it's cool. I don't know. I mean, they might think it's more attractive. I have no idea. But that's kind of a hard conversation to have seriously. And I don't know if I will with someone at some point, but it'd be kind of cool, I guess. It'd be a surreal moment. But it just said in a download. It said I'm getting all this attention, but I'm not worried about it. I don't even care. I'm focused on what I'm doing and having this energy move through me and evolving. I mean, I can feel. Look at me. I'm still walking. Like, I can't even turn this off, bro. I'm like a machine. Like, literally like a machine. That's what I'm saying. So when folks, why are you always walking everywhere? Because I'm a machine. I'm built by God. Like, I don't know how to turn this off. I don't. Like, I'm being real with you. I've programmed, my God has programmed me to serve the function, and that's it. Like, I mean, like, that's what Batman is. Like, you don't get it, bro. I got downloads that talk to me and tell me what it is. Like, I'm an actual monster. So when you asking me this and that, I have the Holy Spirit within me, bro. I'm a soldier for God. I literally follow God's command. Whatever God says to do, I do it. Keep that in mind. I have free will. I'm in control, but God moves me. I'm definitely, a vessel that God is using, so if he's telling me to walk right now and talk to y'all, then that's what I do. It is what it is. Hold up. So yeah, I mean, other than that, nothing should be confusing. It should all be self-explanatory. 11:11. Huh. We're doing pretty good. The moon is beautiful tonight. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm at peace, man, and that's all I want. I just want peace and to be happy. I mean, like I said, I've already expressed how I feel with Christina, and that will never change. And I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, I've spoken. I just want to be respected, and I want everything I've said to be respected. And like I said, I cannot deal with anyone that's affiliated with this internet stuff. So I mean, you would think that you would just listen to that. I mean, you have to respect that. So like I said, I mean, I'm talking if it gets brought up to me one time, if somebody came here and they're in person, like, that's all I'm saying is you're hearing me talk, right? So you need to respect this. If they said anything, if they even brought up YouTube, I do YouTube for a living. That's my business. If you even said, "Hey, how did it go on YouTube today?" I'm walking out. I'm out. Y'all don't want to listen and respect and hear what I'm saying. I don't discuss what I do on here. There's been too much that's happened. You understand? It's personal. So all that, well, people are gonna say and do whatever they want. No, they're not. No, they're not. So yeah, like I said, no, all that stuff is acting. You understand? Whoever comes out here, you're gonna respect me and what I'm asking you. You understand? And that's all I ask, and that's very easy. You know what I mean? And the minute you don't, cool, I'm gonna walk away. And that's it. I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna get up and walk away because I'm about my peace and I'm about love and respect. And I deserve that. You feel me? So like I said, as long as you don't bring up any of this internet stuff and you never say a name of any of these folks, we good. If anyone does, I'm not talking to you at any point ever again. Just one time is all it takes, and I'm not talking to you. I'm through talking to you. You understand? So that's how serious it is. So does that sound like a guy who is playing or thinks something's a game? Exactly. I don't know what these folks are talking about. I don't know what they're trying to do, but you're wasting your time. Real talk. My boundaries are set. Woof, woof, woof. Yeah, yeah. That's beautiful right there. So yeah, other than that, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, if that was, true, okay, well, in the 3 weeks, I should be sent money and you should be here, right? And you'd have to approach me completely respectfully, nice as possible, and say, I'm here. I want, to do this the right way. I need an apology, a long one and a real one. And, and I will respect what you're asking, and I will not talk about any of that stuff. And if you talk about it, I'm still not going to talk about it. See, I'll talk about what I want. These people know what I've said. Like, I'm not going to ask you again. So yeah, that's my thing. I mean, we've been over this way too many times. So they know what it is, and everybody's going to respect it. If you don't, I'm walking away. So y'all make your choice. You understand? All this acting like no, never been that guy, man. You understand? Like it shouldn't be this difficult. It really shouldn't. It's simple stuff I'm asking. You feel me? So yeah, I'm gonna do what I want to do. You understand? And that means be at peace. No, I'm gonna always protect my peace at all costs. Nope, my peace matters. Real talk. It's all that matters, in fact. So other than that, it is what it is. Like I said, I mean, that's what you'd have to do. You have to say, I'm here. Like I have the money. Here you go. You'd have to literally like put some cash in my pocket to start something. Like give me some money to work with, so I have money in the bank, something. And we work together. And you would have to listen. That's my whole thing. All I've been trying to do is just touch base and communicate and be on the same page. Like if it's this difficult, I mean, anyone is going to walk away. There is no choice. I mean, we have to talk. Communication is key. So yeah, I'm all right. So yeah, other than that, I don't know. Like I said, since that's what y'all are on and that's what you said, right? According to you, well, then it shouldn't be that difficult. Got rocks in my shoe. It shouldn't be that difficult. In 3 weeks, I should have buku bucks coming to me. You understand? But that's exactly what needs to happen. I need my money, bro. You know what I mean? Like this is God promised this to me. I've been nothing but patient. It's just like this is like a never-ending train. It just keeps going and going. It's like I'm being led on, and I'm not happy about it. I don't like it. I don't. I mean, if y'all think that I'm gonna sit here forever, you got me confused. Like that's the thing. Like you're saying some funny stuff, and the worst part is they use reverse psychology when they talk. So when they say you're not going anywhere and you know it, blah blah blah. Uh, it sounds like you're trying to influence there, buddy. I'm a lot, I'm way ahead of you. It sounds like everything you said. It kind of sounds like what you're saying is let's convince him that he shouldn't be content and happy and somewhat satisfied because he's doing well and he's prospering and he's thriving, right? So let's try to convince him that he's not doing well. Tell me when I'm wrong. Am I hot or cold? I know I'm spot on. Let's try to convince him that he's not doing well. Reading download said, word for word, it said they want you to feel like you're not doing anything right. Oh, spot on. So now that you're hearing that, told right to you, how do you feel now? I'm on to all your tactics. That stuff don't work on me. You need to stop talking so much and try listening, and you'll understand that nothing, I don't fall for nothing. You will never fool me. I'm a genius. So you're all in your feelings because you know I'm good right where I'm at, doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm straight and I'm winning. You understand? That's the other thing too, is the acting and all that stuff. We don't do no acting over here. I mean, if you're gonna continue to act, I mean, be my guest, bro. Because that's what they act like. They act like, oh, it's our plan. That's what they keep doing. Like, oh, we're making plan. Oh, we want him to go to Austin. I'll go to Austin if I want. What are you talking about? I don't run nothing out there. I run the streets. Are you serious? Like, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like you're have a fake energy because you're trying to elicit a reaction. All of it. I've figured out your entire game. It's all the same energy, the cop out energy. You're trying to elicit a reaction. You basically, what y'all want is you want to create situations like what happened with Rajah Jackson. That's all you want. And it's crazy because they take 24 hours and that's all they focus on is trying to create these situations. And it's just never going to happen with me. That's why I analyze your behavior, expose it publicly, and I move forward. I'm not here to endure anything. I'm not here to keep talking about this. It's a waste of my time. You understand? That's nonsense. It'll never happen. Why? Because I'm calm and patient. And you found that out when you started this, when all the corrupt ones down here were being sent as agents and were failing and getting sunned and G checked and they were running to security. Okay. These were actual corrupt lawyers and everything. When all that was happening, you found out and figured out who you were talking to, and you realized we can't paint him like he's impatient because he's the most patient dude ever. I have unlimited patience, actually. That's not what it's about. It's about folks, don't ever get on this phone playing. Nobody. I don't care who you are. That's all I've stated. All I'm stating is just basic boundaries. They can't paint it any other way because it's public now. Like, yeah, no, I have boundaries. It is what it is, and you'll respect them. You understand? So, other than that, I mean, well, it just is what it is, bro. Feel me? Like I said, I'm gonna keep winning. It took all these people, all these Masons down here, all these people to go against me, and y'all still couldn't slightly move me. Don't talk to me about nothing. Don't act like nothing, bro. Yo, yeah, like I said, they're all working every day. There's people I see every day. People work every day. I don't understand how y'all haven't thrown me $20 at least. I don't get that. I don't get how in all this time you ain't said, you know what? I'm gonna send him $100. I got a good check. I'm working all the time. I'm gonna send him $100 so that he can be all right and not have to worry about nothing. That's what you got to do. If you're gonna talk about you getting millions of dollars in 3 weeks, boy, you better put me on. Real talk. Like that's my thing. I feel like the whole thing was to say, yeah, I'm gonna give you this money, and then right at the end you're gonna say no. That's why I already rejected the offer. I don't accept nothing. Whatever you do is of your own accord. I don't expect nothing. You understand? That's the point. I don't play games that I can't win. So you hear me loud and clear. So if you were genuine and have pure intentions, you're gonna want to be there for me and help me anyway. You're claiming you love me. I mean, I think you have the definition of love very misconstrued and confused. And if you want to show and prove that, then that's what you have to do. You have to prove you love someone. If you're going to prove you love me, like I said, then that's what you should do. Come down here and be nice and try to approach me and ask to be a part of what I'm doing the right way and say, I have the money. Here you go. Here's money. Like, I want to really do this. I mean, I would love that. That'd be a dream come true. A download just came out. It said, you're going to love this. So maybe that's what's coming. It showed, like I said, like a wine bottle, like we were going out on a date, like a guy and a girl. Maybe it's really happening. Maybe she really is real. But what I'm saying is, I have no knowledge of that. And that's completely unfair. And I'm not going to continue something that's not fair. All I asked was to talk direct so that I could know what was real. And I asked for proof and pictures and video of what is going on. I don't need to believe anything that I have no proof of. It's just basic respect and common sense. See my point? Situation is so much different than what other people will say. You got to stop listening to folks. You feel me? So yeah, you know, like I said, like if I ask for something, I need proof of something, I need it immediately. If I say, hey, we need to talk, it means immediately. You know, whoever I'm with is going to listen to me. So I'm just saying, be the same thing. I mean, you can't come over here and then think you're going to act the same way. No, not happening. Whatever I tell you to do, you'll do it and you'll listen. And I'm in charge and I'm the authority and I'll make all decisions. I don't care who has the money. You have the money, I have the knowledge. You understand? I know how to travel, I know how to move properly. I'm not here to listen to you. You're under my guidance and I am in charge. And you will listen to me because I'm the real Jason Bourne. And when I talk and I tell you something, I don't need anyone trying to back talk or tell me what I'm saying like it doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense. I'm the real Jason Bourne. I've been on the run before. I've done everything. I know how to move. And I move a certain way efficiently. And it's not a question. It has to be done the way that I say because that's how serious it is with me. Remember and understand what you're walking into and who you're claiming you want to be with. This doesn't change for me. This is my real life. You understand? So other people can pretend womp womp womp. I'm not these other people. I'm not these fake politicians. I'm not super soft. I'm the real Jason Bourne. Trained like him too. I move like Jason Bourne. That's why I said it because I meant it. You know, Cassandra, there's no debate, there's no disagreement. I'm telling you what it is. So you're either with it and you're really, yeah, you're either with the concepts or you're not. And if you ain't with my concepts, right, and you want to act like I'm asking your opinion or volunteering, I'm going to walk away. I'm making it clear as day how to do things. I mean, if I'm telling you how to do things, that's how it's going to be. My way. 100%. I'm 36 years old. I'm a grown man. I run my ship a specific way. Because when I get money, like if that was true, and she came down here with all these millions of dollars, and she gave me some money and said, "We're gonna work together. We're gonna do a." It's the first thing I'm doing, moving like Jason Bourne. Cool. Let's go get some clothes, right? Let's go have a nice meal at a restaurant. If you want to check out the island real quick, we can do that for a minute. But I want to get out of here. I would literally, honestly, I want to skip the island. There's nothing there. You can't swim out there. I want to literally just get out of here. And what I say will go. If I say I want to do something, there shouldn't be anything but yes. That's the way it has to be because you're trying to impress me and be a part of what I'm doing. I want to go immediately to San Marcos, go to the outlets, and I'd start moving like Jason Bourne. I'm just telling you the truth. And the first thing I would do is start figuring out how to build the bat suits. And I'd go to these major cities and I'd start getting busy. Real talk. I'd do our plans first. I'd have like our pre-honeymoon and all that, but I'd move like Jason Bourne, and I would dress like him too. It's about to get cold out here. If I had the money, I'd start buying turtlenecks, like sweater vests. I would literally dress like totally different. I would try to look totally approachable and blend in and different. And like folks would never know the difference. They would never know I'm me or that I'm Batman or that I do what I do. That's the point. That's the lifestyle I deserve and want. I want people to have no clue. I want people to look at me like, oh, he's a regular, just a rich white guy. You know, that's what I do. Like people don't get, I'm like undercover. Like I want people to really look at me. Like I want to be the guy that like wakes up in the Crown, what is it called? Crown Palace or whatever, that hotel I love, and like wakes up there. Like that's what I want. I would love to have a girlfriend that wants to do this stuff with me and wake up there and eat the breakfast buffet and have nice clothes on and money in my pocket and be rich as hell. And we're just doing normal stuff. Oh, I would love that. Puts a smile on my face already. See, everything you expressed, I do want. And I feel proud of that. But there's a way to go about doing it. And, you're not communicating correctly. You're letting too much go down and happen and be said. I don't need other voices within what I'm doing. Other people have no connection to what I do. So that's all I ask. But if that happens one time and something is brought to me that I did everything to get away from, I'm out. I'm walking away. I'm literally like Jason Bourne. I'm not just Batman, I'm Jason Bourne. I don't play these games, okay, when folks are trying to follow me around the internet. Yeah, I don't play like that. You understand? I'm a real one. So, like I said, I know what I'm coming up against and I'm winning. I got them all right where I want them. Real talk. That's the thing. I know I got enemies. I'm not like y'all where y'all got the luxury to just sit around and you're good and no one cares about you. I got enemies. I know what the position is, and I ain't worried. That's why I do so much training. That's why I study terrain. I train like Jason Bourne too, and that's the first thing too I'd be doing. I would take the money. I'd go where we have some land and stuff, and I'd start training on terrain. Literally, I'd start training on terrain, how to do everything. I'd start talking to the military. I'd start talking to anyone I can. I'd start trying to speak at schools, prisons, jails. I would get everything going immediately and figure out opportunities. So we'd be staying in hotels traveling, and I'd be saying, hey, can we try to book an appointment and talk to these folks and say, is there a way I could come, speak at your establishment? Possibly, like stuff like that. That way we can, even stuff I'm nervous about, I'll be nervous as hell. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I've never done that. Not like that, you know. Like even if I freeze up at the controls on stage, it's okay. It's life. I'm willing to make mistakes in life, man. I'm willing to laugh at myself. Like I'm living life. But just to get that opportunity, I'd be super happy. Like I said, I would like everything that you express. It's nothing personal, but you just got to understand. I mean, all I asked was to talk, and you just touch base with me like I asked and talk. See if you listen, it'll go far. But you didn't, so it is what it is. There's not going to be any chat, none of that. I don't. There's nothing to talk about. Like I said, people can come see me and talk to me in person the right way, and that's it. Other than that, as far as people from the internet doing what they're doing, like I said, it is what it is, man. They're not doing anything. Like if anything, I'll just have the camera on and I'll make sure I'm filming because it all has to be documented for court purposes. That's all. And for my protection because it matters. I mean, my life matters, my health matters, I matter, and I've known that this entire time. I didn't agree to any of this, and no, I'm not happy about it. So, like I said, it is what it is. But that's what you can do if you want to go ahead and put some money in my pocket and show up and do things the right way. Then cool. But that's what you need to do. And you need to go out your way to make sure I'm happy about how you're doing things, and I feel completely comfortable and safe, and I don't have to worry. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth, it's gotten to the point. It's so bad that like the minute I wake up to the minute I go to sleep, I mean, I can't talk to anyone without it bothering me. Really, it's to the point that y'all can't even carry a coherent conversation. I mean, I can't deal with y'all. I really can't, bro. I'm not the one. I for people to be this unhappy and just this not positive. I'm all right, bro. I'm a positive person, bro. I need happy people around me, man. I'm just keep it real. Like so. I'm just telling you the truth. That's what I would do. I'd start moving like Jason Bourne. I'd eat good breakfast, good meals. A lot of my stuff would be concerning food. The channel would be concerning food a lot. And, I'd start cooking. I want to cook so bad. And I'd start building the restaurants. Every plan I said, I meant. Everything I talked about, I meant. So, I mean, I've done my all, bro. I deserve what I deserve. And I'm just like any human. I'm just done dealing with it. I'm done. I'm done caring. I give up. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not going to try my hardest and keep trying with something that somebody's not letting me win and have what they're telling me. Like, I don't play them narc games. It's not give and take. It's just either you're going to give me what I deserve or we don't need to talk. Feel me? So I'm through talking until folks want to give me what I earned. So when y'all want to pay me and give me my money, let me know. All of you. Y'all owe me money, bro. All across the board. You know what I mean? So, like I said, other than that, for folks to have sat there and done nothing, why are you subscribed to me? I mean, do you really think that you're going to just come out of nowhere and we're going to forget everything and act like it's all good? I don't care if people started sending me money all of a sudden. It doesn't work that way. All this time, I've been asking for money so I could just get the startup costs to build my business and run my business. Anyone who cared about me, who was a human being with a heart, right? And just had love for me, period, or compassion and cared, they would have been said, here's thousands of dollars so that you don't have to worry, so that you can run your business efficiently and really do this and not have to worry about money. If you need to travel, now you can travel, you can get on a bus, you can go try to figure it out somewhere and get a job. That's what I need. I need startup money to build my new life. I'm not just asking. I mean, this is what I need. So either I'm going to get that or there's nothing to talk about with the entire world. Okay. And if I don't get my money straight up, since all y'all owe me and literally y'all took my inheritance and haven't given me my money, I mean, you didn't give me a settlement for the thing with the truck. You've messed me over at everything. You didn't give me a settlement for the stock. Like, if the world doesn't want to pay me my money, okay, this is what I'm going to say. That's cool. You do you. I'm not going to explain nothing to you. I'm done talking. I think you should know what it is. Straight up. I think you should know how I feel. And I think you should understand that all of what I feel, right? I'm just going to put it into being Batman. Okay? You can say what you want, but in the movie, what did they say? They said, Batman is angry. Okay? You don't know the meaning. You have no concept. So like it is what it is because that's the thing. Like it's like, cool. Don't pay me. None of you. Don't give me any money. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Because at one point, at some point here, at one day, something's going to give, and I am going to get some money. And the minute I get my hands on some real bread, I'm going to be in every city and state active as Batman. I'm not coming to play. Okay? You have no concept of the kind of power I have already that God has built within me. Okay? I can literally affect and change everything, anything I want in this world, I can change. I can literally, I literally, what I'm doing is affecting the stock market already. Okay, seriously. So the kind of power that I have as a human being and a person, if people want to pretend they want to challenge that, good luck. Good luck, because you're 100% going to see my power. You're going to see the power of the Holy Spirit and God, and you're going to see it on camera on this channel. Now I want y'all to see. You understand? So, like I said, if people doubt me, okay, you have fun with that. Remember the last 8 million times you doubted me? Mm-hmm. People talking about, oh, this and that. Use words that we can use on the channel, please. Be fair. See, that's why you can't succeed, because you don't want to be fair. Be fair. I'm sorry, but why would I even entertain a conversation that you already know the answer to? These folks is going through their karma every day, man. Like I said, look at Charles Wofford, man. Like what, bro? That whole video just made me laugh. I don't ever be like y'all. I don't laugh at people's expense. I want everyone to do well. I wanted him to do well. I still want him to do well. You know, I'm rooting for y'all. It's just that y'all are not good people. So I got to stand up to you and I got to tell you reality. All right. So, oh, that's the other thing too. One of the first moves I'd be doing is going to Deming, New Mexico. That's another thing. Hmm. Yep. Real talk. No, I'm gonna go everywhere. I'm gonna be in every city, right? And as far as YouTubers, like I said, we can have these conversations face to face. And remember, nobody controls me. Batman has no jurisdiction. I go where I want. I'm a grown man. There's nothing wrong with having a conversation. You feel me? So I can tell you reality. I'm the type of person I address people. I don't duck. I don't hide. So, like I said, these people talk so much on this where you said so much. Okay, well, you're gonna have to stand on that, and you're gonna have to back it up now. You understand? Because I'm gonna be in front of all these YouTubers and folks, and they're gonna have to keep that same position and energy. You feel me? Real talk. So, I mean, it is what it is, and I'll be filming too. It'll be on camera, and it's probably coming on the channel. So, like I said, it is what it is. I'm owed a lot of apologies, and that's what I expect 100%. I already know people are going to apologize to me. You understand? So make sure it's a genuine one too. Feel me? So, like I said, I could care less what anybody talking about. I mean, it is what it is. That's literally the first thing I would do. Actually, I'd start traveling, get on the road. I go to Deming, New Mexico. I'll go to all them places. So I'll be right there. Real talk. Oh, and we're supposed to have a vehicle that we can camp in and stuff, right? So, voila. Y'all folks is funny, bro. Just remember something about me. Like, what did he say? He said, I thought we didn't take our work personally. We don't. I do. Remember that. You understand? So, other than that, man, let people do what they do. Like I said, all these folks wasting their time. You'll never come close to me in any category. Do what you do and stay mad. All right, that's about it. More money. All we do is make money on here. All right. So yeah, like I said, nah. I mean, I love you very much, Christina. I hope that you're real, but I just don't have a clue what's going on, and that's very unfair. So whenever you want to make things fair, let me know. You know, like I said, I'm not checking that email again. I'm gonna be at peace, and I'm going on vacation basically now. You know, maybe not literally yet, but I'm just gonna go on vacation. You know, in the right way. I'm gonna be at peace and be happy and do things that make me happy. All right. So that's about it, man. So yeah, like I said, when I tell people, hey, this is how it needs to be for me, like that's what it needs to be. I can't have any stress, bro. I've been through too much. Y'all knew that. I explained that. So yeah, when folks start trying to act like they're not going to listen, it's time for me to walk away. Okay. So yeah, no, I'm gonna heal, right? And that's it. And I'm gonna relax. I get away from people like that, man. You've said way too much. Like I said, I mean, everything you've said has been wrong. You're not on my side, and that's all I have to say. So, like I said, I mean, people want to talk this and that. Money doesn't move me. I mean, it needs to be your heart needs to be in the right place towards me. You need to want what's best for me and really, make me feel good and happy. That's about it. So, other than that, I don't know what y'all are talking about. I mean, for me to even make it this far is a miracle. And, somebody who I meet, they would have to care about that and talk about what I've been through very carefully. Like that's the thing. People don't understand with me. Like I'm easy to get along with, but y'all have said too much. So it's just a normal response that like, no, now, like if you say one thing wrong, oh, I'm walking away. But completely. Like you'll never I will never speak to people who can't completely respect me the first time. That's what y'all taught me. Y'all taught me to not have any patience. That's what you taught me. And you did that all right. And you knew exactly what you were doing. So now you got to deal with the monster you created. You understand? My respect, I'm always going to be respected, bro. Okay? Always. Understand that. It's non negotiable. So, other than that, I'll talk to y'all later, man. Stay doing what y'all do, whatever that is, sitting around, not working a job while we stay getting money on here. I'm getting paid to talk. And that's it, man. Like I said, I have it all, and y'all are poor and have nothing like the Woffords. All right. So, I don't know what you won, but you won the trophy of failure. All right. Talk to you later, man. Ooh, for real.